guys, back for another Dokkan battle video. So, today we're going to take a look at the Scouter Vegeta, Gallic Gun Vegeta, whatever, the Saiyan Saga Vegeta, who does mortal battle here with Goku. Now, this is one of the rare sets of Goku and Vegeta cards where they kind of are like the same unit, but there's just sort of slight differences between them. I think Vegeta actually has the advantage here, unlike almost virtually every single one of these other ones. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump in. Now, the reason I think this Vegeta probably has the advantage, let's go ahead and take a look immediately at what his defense is looking like. So his defense at 49k. Remember, the thing about both the Goku and Vegeta is you do pretty much want to run them in like the middle slot, or slot 3, because they get a lot of their buffs on super attack, but I mean, it's not really the biggest deal. We actually probably want to go, well, I mean, I guess if we get Turles to hit the tech orbs, and then with Vegeta we can get a bunch of those physical orbs, because, you know, with Goku he gets tech orbs and he gets crit chance, Vegeta gets physical orbs and he gets crit chance. So that would be 21% crit right there, just from the 3 physical orbs. What links do we have active with Turles, by the way? Let's see, so we have, with Turles, we have only 2 links. What is that? Saiyan Warrior Race, and then Prepared for Battle are the 2 links. Alright, so let's go ahead and let this turn play out. Now, again, the reason I think Vegeta has a distinct advantage over Goku is that, you know, Goku gets stronger against Vegeta family enemies, Vegeta gets stronger against Goku family enemies, but it's going to be very common to fight Goku family category enemies, and not as common to fight Vegeta family category enemies. So yeah, there's Vegeta immediately 3 million turn 1. With only 2 links active. He is linked up with Turles, sure. But remember that Cooler is not buffing Vegeta. If there was multiple enemies, Cooler would be giving the Terrifying Conqueror's 50% buff. So already, Vegeta looks pretty good to me. But again, this is because, like, you know, the easy way to showcase a lot of these units right away is, you know, something like the Legendary Goku event. You know, we could take Goku, I guess, into, like, the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. Of the, you know, fighting against the Vegeta family enemies and shit like that. But I don't know, it's, that doesn't really matter, because the other thing, too, about the Vegeta and the Goku is it doesn't matter. They are, sort of like, stacking both attack and defense, right? So with them stacking both attack and defense, they don't really have, like, sort of like a theoretical ceiling, right? It's not like, alright, well, we got AGL Pan on this turn, and LRB Pan, and Bardock and Gine, so now we're going to get their highest attacks out or anything like that. Like, these units just sit there and they stack and stack and stack and stack. Now, again, Vegeta hitting 3 million turn 1 is pretty good, considering his defense was going to be well over 100k as well. Now, again, I also, okay, so Turles is transforming. That's a little bit unfortunate, in that we're not going to have a support type buff, but that also means, I believe we are... Check what Vegeta's defense is right away. 76k. So I think we might have the extra 70% defense on HP 70% or less. This would work. It'll work good, I think, with LR Turles on rotation in front of Vegeta. So I guess get those SCR orbs, and then Vegeta can get the physical orbs, and we should be good to go here. So again, you want to try and get as many physical orbs for Vegeta, tech orbs for Goku as possible. Vegeta is a part of the Terrifying Conqueror team, so that will set him up well, right? Like, he's only got Saiyan Warrior Race and Prepare for Battle with LR Turles, sure, but it doesn't change the fact that this Vegeta is going to be a very strong offensive and defensive unit, especially if he's in slot 2, and especially if you're fighting a Goku family category enemy. This Vegeta, I think, is going to make for a very strong sort of partner with LR Turles. Whereas Goku, I mean, there are, like, some good, like, over in a flash units he could serve as sort of, like, a partner for. But I really like Vegeta's role here, potentially serving as just, like, an extra Saiyan for, like, Terrifying Conquerors, or maybe, like, pure, well, no, LR Turles isn't on pure Saiyans, but Terrifying Conquerors, or Space Traveling Warriors, actually, even, where, like, you know, you could just sort of use this Vegeta as a partner for LR Turles. Because, again, I do think very highly of LR Turles. And LR Turles, member, is giving the Terrifying Conquerors category support type buff as well. So, like, if you're on one of these other teams that's not Terrifying Conquerors, and you have units that aren't on that category, and, you know, Turles at least could share a rotation with a unit where he's giving that buff too. The only issue with that, though, is that, you know, maybe you'd want a unit that's going to benefit Turles a little bit more in terms of his ki, Because, like, that's the thing. Turles at full key is one of the most impressive units in the game. But, you know, if you don't have the full key for him, he's just going to look like a very good summonable LR or something like that, right? Alright, so, with Vegeta, linked up with Vegeta and Nappa, let's see what we have right here. Put Vegeta in slot 1. Does Nappa have all 4 of those? So, okay, so Saiyan Warrior Race, Shattering the Limit, and over 9,000 are the 3 links we have active right there. We definitely have to put Vegeta in slot 1, though, in order to... Because Vegeta and Nappa and Turles would finish it off. What's Vegeta's defense at right here? He's up to 100k, huh? Already. That's pretty fast, because, again, remember, he gets 100% on super attack, so he's basically at 200k defense already. That's pretty good. Again, I don't know. The Vegeta, I feel like the Vegeta is just a little bit better off, because you're going to be able to activate a larger majority of his passive more often than Goku, right? Now, Goku, you know, when that HP falls below 70%, Goku's definitely able to hit high attack stats as well, but I just like the Vegeta better. It's just that simple. Just that simple little restriction. It's like the same thing with LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, right? Where, because Goku gets to 100% defense on super attack, just on his 12-key super attack, that helps him out a lot, whereas Vegeta on his 12-key super attack is only getting the 100% attack buff. So, you know, you need to get the 18-key super attack with Vegeta to get the good defense, whereas Goku doesn't need an 18-key super attack, which I think makes him a little bit more consistent, and a lot of times makes him a little bit better. Well, here, we have a situation where Vegeta has the advantage because he's going to get the extra stats more commonly. Then our boy Goku is going to be able to get the stats. That's interesting. I would say Vegeta too, like Goku, you know, is on full power, definitely is nice, but he's on things like Kamehameha and Goku Family and stuff like that. Like, these teams just don't need any sort of buff whatsoever. Whereas Vegeta is on Dragon Ball Seeker, Vegeta Family, Terrifying Conqueror, Inhuman Deeds. All of those teams need the help. Vegeta right there in the middle, what is he looking at right there? So, okay, so we have Saiyan Warrior Race, Prepare for Battle, over 9,000, and Shattering Limit, all of them. Put Vegeta and Nappa in slot 1 real quick. And then, let me see what the defensive stat is here for Vegeta. 89k. This is interesting. I mean, Vegeta and Nappa, go ahead and use Vegeta and Nappa's active skill right there, but they're not... Vegeta and Nappa is probably one of the most disappointing units Dokkan has ever released, honestly. I actually do really like them, I do. But, I mean, they still are a summonable LR that came out last year, and they're just, like, not even, I would say, close to on the level of almost, like, every other LR that came out. Like, it's fairly disappointing to think about. But I guess they're going to serve as I think this could be a fairly good defensive rotation right here. Because, like, you know, you have your third turn active skill. Once Vegeta and Nappa exchange, what I'm curious, do they have the exact same link set after the exchange takes place? They might. Let me double check that. So, the one difference is the LR Vegeta exchange unit has Brutal Beatdown instead of Saiyan Pride. That's the one difference. So they would share, well, no, there's 2. They have, what, 5 links together? They have Saiyan Warrior Race, Royal Lineage, Prodigies, over 9,000. Okay, so Vegeta has Brutal Beatdown and Legendary Power, and then the Exchange Vegeta, and then the Gallic Gun Vegeta has, you know, Saiyan Pride, Prepare for Battle. Okay, I see the differences there. 5 out of 7 links would work good. The only thing that is a shame is how difficult it is to get to that Exchange Vegeta. Because, again, Exchange Vegeta can actually put up, like, really good numbers. And he has that same mechanic as LR Turles, where he's super effective against all types when Ki is at 24. The only thing is that, like, when Turles does it, he's doing, like, an 8 million attack set. Whereas, like, Vegeta, I don't know that I've ever seen Vegeta above, like, a 5 million attack set. Like, that pretty much seems to be, like, where Vegeta sort of caps out at. So that might be a bit of an issue for him, but I don't know. Again, let me know what you guys think of the Vegeta and Goku. I think they're very solid units. Definitely going to be something that could improve, like, free-to-play players' boxes and stuff like that. Because this Vegeta and Goku have been on, like, several anniversary banners and Tanabata banners. and like banners of those nature that I think a lot of players were very keen, you know, to summon on. So that's I would say there's high value in this Vegeta and Goku EZA. Even if they're not the greatest units of all time, they're still pretty good. Check the links and then what Vegeta's defensive stat is again right here. Okay, so again, the same thing. Saiyan Warrior Race, prepare for battle, over 9,000 shouting limit. There he's at 100k, so he's going to have 200k defense after he super attacks. Turn 9? Yeah, so I think they're very good, but I would say that Dokkan could have done a little bit better with them. These units, Vegeta and Goku, they feel balanced to me in a similar way that, like, Tech Janemba is balanced, and I don't like it. 4.65. I mean, yeah, that's great, but, I mean, it is turn 9, right? If it's a long event, this Vegeta and Goku are going to dominate. I mean, it's good to have characters that dominate in long events like this, sure. And, of course, Vegeta is going to dominate the Vegeta family Super Battle Road stage as well, because he's going to have all these extra stats. It's going to be looking crazy in there. Let me know what you guys think of this Kaioken Goku and Vegeta. I do think they're very good, but I think Dokkan could have done a bit more at the same time. So, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.